So this guy just ordered a whole new rim. Which is pretty sweet. So we can just throw this bad boy on. Let's get our tools together. We worked on this a few months ago on the channel. Put a head on it. And still running strong. First kick. Starts right up. These are good bikes. You can't beat these little Chinese 110. You have to bear with me. It is 90 degrees and I'm pretty dizzy. Not gonna lie. Should have brought a water up too. Been drinking a lot of water. I don't know why in the pot. So this is for the chain tensioner, the guides. Goes up against the guides there. Okay, before we go pulling, just pulling the axle nut or bolt out, we want to take a look, make sure we don't need to remove anything. The chain should drop out of the brake. I think we're good to go. So we can just go ahead and do this. Be mindful of the shims on each side. There's going to be shims that fall out. Pop this chain off. This needs greased up. This axle should be a lot. There's absolutely no grease on this axle. This axle should be slopped in grease. So, good thing we're doing this. Get a lot more, less friction out of it with grease on it. And just like that, we got our tire off. Now we're going to go over to the workbench here. Move some stuff. We're going to swap some sprockets. It's as simple as that. Alright, we got Loctite, ice, water. Alright, on to the next part. Alright. Now a lot of this will get rubbed off when we shove it through, but this is supposed to be well lubed, so we're gonna really rub this in. You can see how the bearings were starting to dig in right there. Less friction is always better. No friction. Well, there's always going to be some friction, but minimal. Least bit as possible. Are you kidding me? The bugs are going to bother me in the garage. Get off me, dude. So, I haven't uploaded a video yet, but I did a 1985 LTZ, or LT50, Suzuki 50. My buddy gave me money and a 55-gallon drum of brake cleaner, so we no longer have to buy brake cleaner. But I bought this aerosol thing, and he also turned me on to this. Oh yeah, that stuff smells good. Some good old Valvoline, a 55-gallon drum of Valvoline brake cleaner. We usually use CRC around here, which is pretty good and vigorous stuff. We usually use both parts. We got the non-chlorinated and the regular. Valve length seems to be alright though. Just wanted to clean that looking glass. Fluid looks good. Shock looks good. Exhaust still on there good. Ring looks good. Chain needs lubed up. Alright, let's put our tire back on. Make sure your brake, let's look at these brake pads while we got this tire off. Alright, let's put this tire on. Get your brake back in the groove. Get your rotor up through the pads. There we go. Next, loop the chain back on. Alright. Then we're going to start with this guy. Make sure you have one chain tensioner thing on. Next, you push it through, and you're going to get the spacer behind here. Run it through the spacer, through the tire. Have your other spacer ready for the other side. It goes between the brake, and then your bolt's going to run through your brake, and then out the other side of the bike. Make sure your tensioner flat part's against the bolt. There we go, all the way through. Take this, stick it just like this other one on this side. Put the nut on. That chain, it seems pretty good right there. Alright, it's 35 pound. That's Honda white graphite chain lube. With white graphite. I've used that stuff for a long time, many years. That camera right over. I know it's a little leaning, but you guys can see the line goes directly up the center of the shock. Bike's leaning this way, so Here we go. Alright, so we put a little R-03 washer or O-ring on there. Well, I don't know why I keep saying washer. So we're going to put that back in. Pretty sure that's where the oil is leaking from. I don't see anywhere else that it would have been leaking from. Little baffle pipes. Some people like them quiet like that. I think it actually makes it sound like crap. Oh, they tricked me. They tricked me into thinking you can take that out. Oh wait, you can, I think. Alright, should sound a lot better. But it's the right thing to do. I do have other pop ripper guns. I think actually I can get that with a different pop rivet gun. Alright, so you stick it in there and then you just do this until it breaks. When you open it up, and these slide down in. You guys open it up and it'll fall. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got in the SSR bag. We got brake lever, grips, foot shifter. Still ordered a clutch handle. That clutch handle got broke. I thought he said he got a clutch handle too. Wait, are both in there? Alright, so this one's pretty simple to do. We'll pull out the nut, our broken piece. So, yep, this one should work. We're going to put a little bit of grease inside of there. So instead of widening that out, I'm going to have to grind these off actually. Does not fit. I hate to do that, but it's what we had to do. Had to grind both sides down. Clean the crap out of it. Alright, that's it. That should be perfect. Now it should go right on. There we go. Alright, ready to go together. We're going to push it on, and it's going to push the hydraulic a little bit. I guess. Now, a way to figure out how to keep that in there. Only way I can figure is put a little weld on there. Now that that's broke. You can always dribble it off to get it out. So I just want to put a little butt weld on it. Not enough to hurt anything, but enough to hold it in there too. Everything we had. Okay. The SSR, this clutch rod here was slipping out because this bolt here was stripped. So we tacked a little weld on that can be ground off if it needs to be, worked on. We got a new clutch cable. We cleaned the spark plug. We figured out where the oil leak was coming from. We changed the front brake lever. Didn't have one, it was broke. We also, I don't know how that got like that, changed the clutch lever and the shifter. We replaced the back rim. The back rim was all brand new, everything. I had to switch sprockets, but the tire and rim was on there. It is leaking oil out of this. I put an O-ring on there. Not much you can do. They don't, yeah, this SSR looks pretty damn good though, like he said. He said it would look good with this. He bought regular grips. He did not get dirt bike grips, so we had to do what we had to do there. But he'll get the right ones on there. That rim was nice and clean, but you know how it is out here. We also took the baffle out, the silencer. Cover is on the way. We could ride down right now and actually see if that's what showed up. So I will be right back, and you will see me riding it. This thing's usually first kick. I built it. Ready for them on the trails. Already slid over to that weld. Good thing I put that there. But yep, returning customer, big cool guy. Brought his stuff and tried to do the best I can with it. Yeah, let me show you what we took out of there. Next, we're gonna actually have people stay away, and we're gonna work on the Rhino for a month and get this the Explorer done, and the three-wheeler possibly, plus I got a bear tracker out there that I bought and never even really looked at. Don't need much, really. Don't need much. Gotta finish the LTZ too. All kinds of stuff I gotta do, but I want the Rhino to go. So I got the Rhino and the Easy Go. So yeah, this is what came out. Alright. Those levers are pretty neat. You can adjust them to where you want them too. If you want them out there, if you want them closer. It's pretty neat. Never seen nothing like that. Alright, but he'll be here to pick them up any minute. It's all for Kurt guy. Only thing we're missing is this cover here. Good thing I put that weld on, because that did, on that little ride, it did slide over there. So good thing we put that on.